If you're a high earning professional and the traditional version of retirement, like stopping work completely at age 65, doesn't quite fit how you actually want to live, you're not alone. More and more executives and business leaders that I work with aren't looking to walk away from work completely. They want to keep doing work that they love, but on their own terms and without the grind. They want to create their own schedule, decide when and who they work with, and really enjoy life. They want the option to step back and know that their finances actually support that. Well, that's what hybrid retirement is all about. It's not a vague concept or a distant goal. It's a real structured plan, one where work becomes optional, your income is flexible, but your purpose is front and center. And today I want to show you exactly what that looks like inside of an actual financial plan. We're going to walk through our planning software together live so you can see the inputs, the variables, and how a hybrid retirement strategy gets built around someone's actual life. Before we get into that, if you want to see how this strategy might work for your situation, we've made a version of this planning tool available that you can explore. You can get the link in the description below. It's a great way to see how a hybrid retirement plan could come together for you using your own numbers. Now let's get into the plan. First, let's get to know our hypothetical clients and their numbers. This is Jim and Pam Halpert from one of my favorite shows, The Office. Jim is 49, Pam is 46, and they have two children, Philip, who's 11, and Cece, who's 8. Jim and Pam are both in corporate roles. Jim earns a salary of $300K a year with a target bonus of $60,000. Pam earns $215,000 a year. Their monthly expenses on average are $14,500 a month. Currently, they're both maxing out their traditional 401ks and contributing $5,000 a year per child to 529 savings plans. They own a home that's valued at about $1.9 million, of which they owe about $900,000 on it, so about $1 million worth of equity. And they have about $3.2 million in various different investment accounts, giving them a total net worth of just over $4.2 million. Now, here's the fun part. Let's take a look at their goals. We want to ensure that they keep about $75,000 in cash reserve for emergency expenses. Then, because they haven't had a chance to travel much with busy corporate lives and family obligations, they'd like to do that in retirement to the tune of about $40,000 a year. In year 2029, they'd like to purchase a vacation home, so a second property targeting $500,000 in purchase price. Then they'd like to pay for their kids' education at private out-of-state institutions, so that's around $63,000 in today's dollars for each child. Then we expect them to still spend in retirement, but the budget is going to be a little bit less given the kids are out of the house. So the monthly expense we're planning for here is $12,500. And the most important thing, so last but not least, Jim and Pam have aggressive retirement goals. So Jim would like to retire at 56, Pam would like to retire at age 54. So let's see if that's feasible. Now we're in the retirement analysis section, and their current plan shows a 47% probability of success with likely nothing left in their portfolio at the end of the plan, which is age 90 for Jim and Pam. So this is obviously a plan that is not going to stand up. It doesn't have a high enough probability of success. Now that's the current plan. The proposed plan includes tax-efficient investing while they're saving for retirement, a tax-efficient distribution and withdrawal strategy in retirement, and an optimized Roth conversion strategy during lower income years. Additionally, we modeled in one of our favorite strategies for higher earning executives like Jim and Pam, and that's the mega backdoor Roth. So Jim and Pam are each going to make after-tax contributions to their 401k plans and have them automatically converted to Roth so that they can fill up that Roth bucket and achieve tax diversification before and most importantly into retirement. So that's the baseline of the proposed plan. With those changes, we're able to get the probability of success up to 73% and a median ending portfolio value of over $3.8 million. So significant enhancements. But 73% is still below the threshold that we're comfortable with in a plan for retirement. We shoot for at least 80% because we know that based on Monte Carlo simulations, if we can get to 80%, we can always make the math work as time goes on. But Jim had mentioned to us that he doesn't really want to stop working completely at age 56. He just wants a lot more flexibility with his work. And he feels like he would be good at consulting other leaders that are in similar situations to the one he's in now. And that might be some really purposeful work that he'd enjoy doing well beyond his initial retirement age. So we're going to model in Jim making $150,000 a year from that consulting business for 5 years after his initial retirement date of age 56. Nothing else changed from the previous proposal, but you can see here by adding that additional 5 years of consulting income for Jim, our new hybrid retirement proposal now has an 85% probability of success and a median portfolio ending value of over 7.6 million. This is a plan that we would absolutely sign off on and love to get behind and work with our clients to execute. So that's hybrid retirement, not as a concept, but as an actual plan. And you can see how the numbers change when work becomes optional instead of mandatory. How a phased income strategy gives you flexibility without sacrificing security. And how the right sequencing of withdrawals, tax moves, and income sources can make the transition feel a lot less scary than it does on paper. And regardless of where you're at in your career, the thing that I want you to take away from this is that you don't need a magic number to get started. You need a real plan, one that's built around your life, your income, and what you want the next chapter to actually look like. And if you want to see what this could look like for your own situation, we've linked a version of the planning tool in the description below. Go in, play around a little bit, put in your numbers, and see how a hybrid retirement plan might work for you. Or if what you saw today resonated and you're thinking, I actually just want someone to build this out for me, well, that's exactly what we do at Tailored Wealth. You can book a free wealth strategy call on our site at yourtailoredwealth.com. We'll look at your full picture together and see what a custom financial plan might unlock for you. Whether that's a phased step back from work in 2 years, 5 years, or something you're still trying to define. And if this was helpful, subscribe. We put out content like this regularly for high-earning business leaders that want their money working as hard as they do. I'll see you in the next one.